It's getting very interesting and very nasty. Kalonzo Musyoka was today in Kiambu County, where he reminded Mount Kenya of what happened in 2007. He told them not to forget what happened in 2007. And we all know that in 2007, the Kikuyu community in Uasin Gishu, and more specifically in Eldoret, were targeted. And that led to some leaders, William Ruto and his team, being taken to Hague. So Kalonzo reminded the mountain of those incidences. He went further to also rekindle his working relationship with Mwai Kibaki, PNU and ODMK. Let's listen to Kalonzo Musyoka before we continue.
Kumbukeni 2007 ni watu wangapi kutoka Mount Kenya waliuawa Kenya hii? Ama umesahau? Wangapi waliuawa? Waliuawa. That blood is still crying out from the ground. Wale vijana Jeremiah amesema bado damu hiyo inawalilia kutoka mchangani. So mimi nataka tu niwaulize changamoto hiyo ambayo iko mbele yetu, lazima tushikamane. Mimi nitaenda kila mahali, Mungu atujalie, na ndugu zetu hawa. I want to thank baba yao, umewafichua vizuri kabisa, kama ni deni mlilipa. Na baba yao, I want to thank him because you are people's pastor, and I've known Waititu. He was actually the first candidate wa PNU and Kibaki na ODMK. Tukamchagua mjumbe wa Mbakasi, from there went to Kabete, akahamia upande wa nyumbani Kiambu.
It's getting very interesting. I want us to dissect those remarks by Kalonzo Musyoka for Kenyans to understand what they mean. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? According to Kalonzo Musyoka, Kalonzo already knows William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua will part ways. So Kalonzo is just positioning himself to embrace the spoils from Kenya Kwanza government. And in this case, Rigathi Gachagua. And we still remember Kalonzo saying that should Ruto and his team bring an impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua, then as wiper, they will gang up to defeat that impeachment motion. All these are just strategies by Kalonzo Musyoka to warm the hearts of the mountain residents. Kalonzo is positioning himself to get some sympathy from Mount Kenya. That's exactly what is happening here. Whether Kalonzo Musyoka will succeed or not, it's only time that will tell. But if you look at the past events, chances are very high Kalonzo might not succeed in his quest. In 2007, when the whole country ganged up against Kibaki, the Mount Kenya, Kalonzo went to the rescue of Mwai Kibaki and the Mount Kenya people. And for those who can remember politics at that time, the mountain was really celebrating Kalonzo, and some had even started intimating that they were going to support him come the next election. That was in 2013. When that time reached, we saw Kibaki abandoning Kalonzo Musyoka, and he decided to support Uhuru Kenyatta. Kibaki's silence was taken as support for Uhuru Kenyatta, in that his close associates were fronting Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013. So Kalonzo was just dumped that way. I'm seeing a likelihood of the same thing repeating itself, where Kalonzo, yes, can come for the rescue of Rigathi Gachagua, but will Rigathi Gachagua or will the mountain reciprocate Kalonzo's good gesture? From what we have seen, maybe yes, maybe not, but chances are very high the mountain might not reciprocate Kalonzo's good gesture. And the mountain has got a right to reciprocate or not, because here Kalonzo is coming out as an opportunistic politician who is just trying to position himself to reap from the spoils. He's coming out as an opportunistic leader, and that can also augur very negatively for him and can make the mountain not support him. If you look at Kalonzo Musyoka and the time he has been with Raila Odinga, in all the elections Kalonzo has been supporting Raila Odinga, it has been seen as if Kalonzo is being pushed to support Raila Odinga. He has not been supporting Raila Odinga wholeheartedly. It has always appeared that Kalonzo Musyoka has always been undecided whether to support Raila Odinga or not. And some Raila Odinga supporters saw that as a Kalonzo Musyoka who was not supporting Raila Odinga with a pure heart or with clean hands. He was just being pushed into supporting Raila Odinga. And even if you look at him now, the kind of politics he has started, it's very clear he's positioning himself as an opportunistic leader. That's what I'm seeing here. And now to his remarks of 2007, and that Waititu was the first candidate for PNU and ODM Kenya, I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who is just trying to remind the mountain that William Ruto is not your friend. This is a person who was very aggressive against you people. So he's not a good friend. He is an enemy. That's what Kalonzo Musyoka is just trying to pass across to the mountain people. But the question again is, will the mountain listen? I remember in 2013, 2017, and 2022 elections, the issue of 2007 was highly talked about, but still, the mountain ignored all those and decided to support Ruto. And I'm seeing a mountain that never learns. The mountain has got a very high affinity for people persecuting it. And that's why I've always maintained again that the mountain perishes for lack of knowledge. They don't know what is eating them. All along, they've been made to believe that Raila Odinga has been the problem. But if you look at it very objectively, the mountain has not yet realized what's eating them. And also on top of that, if you look on how William Ruto campaigned in 2022 or even in 2017, he kept reminding the mountain of some people wale wa kung'oa reli, wale wa kutupa mawe. And also in the Kalenjin Rift Valley, there were some threats that if the mountain did not vote for William Ruto, then there could have been clashes there. And even listening to William Ruto now in 2024, anytime he's touring the mountain, I'm seeing he has started introducing these ODM cabinet secretaries. And that's very deliberate. William Ruto is trying to threaten and to intimidate the mountain. He's just trying to remind them that if you quit this government, if you can't work with me, then Kenyans will gang up against you. I'm saying that based on what Joe said yesterday in Kirinyaga. And we also saw Opio Wandai talking in Muranga. So William Ruto studied the mountain very well, and he knows that they always buy threats and intimidations. You just have to threaten them a bit, and then they will all be supporting you. If you don't threaten them, then chances are very high they might not support you. And then on the issue of Waitito as the first candidate to PNU and ODM Kenya, Kalonzo is just reminding Kenyans that he did stand with the mountain at their hour of need. So this is just another opportunistic moment for Kalonzo Musyoka. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.